I am located in Los Angeles right now as well. And then I'm the host of today. A bit nervous. Okay. All right. Let me introduce myself very quickly. I was a graduate from the UK, and then I achieved my master and bachelor degree in business management there. And I was working as a manager in charge of 2 departments before, which were finance and administration. So my workload, that was an international shipping company. My workload was very extremely heavy and then busy every day. So therefore, after I moved to the US, and then I enjoyed my life as a full-time housewife, and then accompanying my 2 kids grow up. Yeah, that was a good time. But nevertheless, even the time flies day by day, my passion of getting back my career never goes away. So long story short, now I'm with Nu Skin, and I'm a big fan of my all the amazing products. I love all the beauty. I love all the beauty device, and then I took TR90 every year, and then I use our dietary supplements every single day. I'm so enjoyed it, and I can't think of perfect word to explain how I feel, because for me the healthness and then wellness, beauty is worthless, right? So also with Nu Skin as a business, I'm so happy that I am on my way to pursue my dreams. So thank you for my business sponsor, Nikki Zhu, and then everyone in the EMBA Legacy team, especially our team lead, our 1-star team LET Platinum and $1 million circle member, Miss Carrie Zhang. Okay, and then thank you all for their great support and encouragement. I felt so grateful and then so lucky. All right, there was a little bit of myself, and then let's get started with our topic today. I hope you are all excited as me right now, because we are having a very, very special guest with us today. But before I go on to introduce him, I would like to first of all thank you, send our love to our 40 million circle member in Nu Skin, Miss Margaret Shong and Dr. Patrick Shong. Thanks for their help and invitation. Then we can have today's one of our great scientists in Nu Skin to join us in Zoom channel today. So everyone, please prepare and send your flowers and loves to Mr. and Mrs. Patrick Shong and Miss Margaret Shong. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, now let me tell you about some background of our today's special guest. His name is, I forget. I have actually I have a person. I have let me. I prepare a PowerPoint for it, but okay, that's okay. Let's go. Let's keep going. So today's special guest, his name is Tanner Gibb. Okay, he is the technical communication and education manager on the Nu Skin Enterprises Global Research and Development team. And then currently his primary responsibility is to ensure market staff receive proper technical and scientific training in each of Nu Skin's more than 50 markets. Amazing, right? And then he is currently a presenter to, he is a frequent presenter to audience around the world, and is appreciated of his ability to translate a very complex topic into understandable information for us. And then previously, he worked it in product support, where he helped it to provide personalized this service in individuals with questions and concerns related to skincare and nutritional products. So he has been with Nu Skin for more than 10 years. All right, yeah, amazing, right? 10 years in his various roles, which has allowed him to gain the value experience. How lucky we are, right, to have such a core member in Nu Skin with us today. And today, he will bring us some exciting information about our upcoming new products in the US market. The collagen. Wow. So can't wait for that, right? So let's cheer up. Come on, let's cheer up and send lots of flowers to welcome our Mr. Tanner Gibb to the screen. Hello, Tanner.
Hello, how are ya?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Great. Really appreciate you being with us today.
Happy to be here. I love all the flowers. They're so pretty.
Good. All right. We all urge to hear, from you for the great information. Okay, you can go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. Well, who's ready to learn about Collagen Plus? I am.
The first.
Good.
Okay.
It's an exciting new product that we've been developing. It's a beauty from within supplement that comes in different formats around the world. So let me share my screen first. There we go. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Perfect.
Okay, good. Perfect. So yeah, I've been with Nu Skin over 10 years. I'm one of the scientists. We have an incredible scientific team. It begins with Joe Chang, and underneath him, we have Mark Bartlett and Helen Nax. And underneath them, we have a whole team of different scientists. And I can tell you, we've been working really hard to formulate this incredible product. So we're talking Collagen Plus, and we have 3 different formats that are going to be sold around the world. Okay, we have our ready to drink right there in the middle. This will be sold in the US and Canada markets. In the US, it's set to launch later this year. And in Canada, it's set to launch later next year because of registration with Health Canada. We also have 2 other formats that come in a powder. We have the powder in a tub that comes with a little scoop that you scoop out into your water or favorite liquid. And then we have the packets that you just tear apart, and it comes pre-measured. So you just pour into water or your favorite liquid and consume. So different parts of the world will have different formats, but they all provide the same essential core benefits. Okay. So today we'll be talking about the science of skin health and collagen. We'll talk about our product, Collagen Plus, and the key ingredients in there and why it's unique. And then we'll talk about the clinical study that we did on our blend. Okay, let's talk about skin health. Our skin on the outside is what's called the epidermis, that has mostly dead skin cells that slough off or are exfoliated on a regular basis. Underneath the epidermis, we have structural proteins and other compounds. You can see that the hexagon-shaped protein, that's the collagen. The wavy-looking protein, that's the elastin. And then the ball-shaped molecules are moisture compounds. Unfortunately, with aging, the skin changes, but there are things we can do about it. For most people, if they don't take good care of their skin on the outside and the inside, there are significant changes. We lose collagen. We lose the structure of collagen. We lose elastin, and the skin becomes less elastic. We lose moisture that helps to retain moisture in the skin. And the skin caves in, right? It causes lines and wrinkles. Collagen is one of those key proteins. And I don't know who's drawing on the screen there, but if you could erase that or stop drawing, that would be wonderful. Collagen is a rope-like structure. So just imagine a rope that has 3 strands that's wrapped around each other. That's collagen. It's an important protein for the skin that holds the body together. It provides strength and structure. In fact, it's found in the bones, muscles, tendons, ligaments, and the skin, which is the purpose of this product. It is the most abundant protein in the whole body. In fact, of all the proteins your body makes, about 30% of it are these different types of collagen. And it's the major structural component of the skin. So that's why we link collagen with skin health, because it's that structural protein that helps to hold the skin up, right? Once we lose that collagen, then the skin caves in and it causes those lines and wrinkles. So unfortunately, collagen declines with aging, and the ability to replenish it declines by about 1.5% each year. Now, factors that accelerate it include pollution, smoking, oxidative stress, and especially the environment, including sunlight. Now, who out there likes to go outside and get the sun? I do. It's great. It's wonderful. But sun exposure is the #1 cause of premature aging on the skin because it damages collagen and accelerates the aging on your skin. This is a good example of how this occurs. You can see that in this picture, the red areas are stained collagen. So you can see in the dermis, in young skin, we have a whole bunch of collagen. But in old skin, you can see that the collagen kind of degrades, but that same old skin at age 75 in the sun, look at how that collagen disappears, right? That's what causes those lines and wrinkles to go really deep. An illustration of this, you can see that with young skin, with enough collagen, there's really little to no lines and wrinkles. But with older skin, we start to get a few. Old skin in the sun, look how deep those lines and wrinkles get. That's what happens when we lose collagen and why that is such an important piece. So what we did is we designed and formulated a product that has 3 key ingredients. Okay, it's not just collagen. We have bioactive collagen peptides, lutein, and phytoceramides. So these bioactive collagen peptides, we call them bioactive because these are the right peptides that are active in stimulating your skin to produce more collagen and more elastin. So they're not just generic collagen peptides. These are bioactive. Number 2, lutein. Lutein comes from marigold. It's a natural source. It's a flower. And lutein is what gives the bright yellow colors to different flowers and different foods, like corn, for example. This is for radiance and antioxidants and protection against oxidative stressors, including blue light. And then we have phytoceramides. These come from a wheat extract, and these ceramides help to hold moisture in the skin. So the key here, the plus behind Collagen Plus is that these are super collagen peptides, plus additional ingredients to provide unique, comprehensive beauty benefits that are not found in typical beauty supplements in the marketplace. So collagen peptides are much better than just collagen. We know collagen is in the marketplace, and maybe you've seen it or had it, right? With bone broths, for example. But collagen is a really big molecule. It has a weight of about 300 kilodaltons when you add up the 3 different strains of amino acids. But collagen peptides, they have low molecular weights in the single digits. So on average, it's about 100 times smaller than collagen. And that really small size is important because it helps them to be digested, to be better absorbed, and to be better distributed throughout the body, to go to the areas where collagen is located. This is significant because the processing is crucial. And we've learned that small differences in the process can have a dramatic impact on the ability of the peptides to stimulate collagen. Now, it begins with collagen. It goes through a controlled treatment, usually acid or heat treatment, and that separates or denatures the protein, into the separate strands of amino acids. From there, it goes through a specific enzymatic hydrolysis reaction. This is why hydrolyzed peptides is the same name or the same thing as collagen peptides, right? You can call it collagen peptides or hydrolyzed peptides. It's the same thing because it goes through a process. The difference and the patent behind our process is what makes our peptides so unique, because it breaks it up, it breaks those bonds into smaller peptides that can be absorbed intact to be able to stimulate collagen synthesis. The end result is that the average weight is 2 kilodaltons for ours. This is significant because there's been testing on different average weights, whether it be smaller or bigger, that doesn't have near the same effect as our source for stimulating collagen synthesis. So think of this as testing to be able to find the right size of these peptides or the right combinations of these peptides to be able to stimulate collagen better than other sources. So how does our collagen support collagen synthesis? Number one, well, it has building blocks. These are called amino acids. The amino acids are these blocks that help to support collagen production in the skin. But number two, this dual action, it's a cell signaler. So these specific peptides can be absorbed enough to be able to signal the cell to open the lock, if you will. If you can imagine on this slide 100 different keys, well, each key might do a little bit to stimulate collagen synthesis. Think of our key as the best fitting key for that lock or that receptor. So we found the best fit to stimulate more collagen than typical or generic peptides that are found in the marketplace. And the end result is that goes to the cell's DNA, and the DNA can then help to produce more of that collagen and more of that elastin. So these bioactive collagen peptides have consistently shown the highest stimulatory effect of collagen synthesis in collagen-producing cells compared to generic collagen peptides. This is a crucial point. If you can imagine a graph on this slide, imagine that the highest column is our source because it has the highest effect at producing more collagen. Now imagine right next to that a column that doesn't go quite as high. Well, that's going to be your generic collagen peptides. Yes, they have some effect, but they're not nearly as effective or as good as our source. And imagine comparing that to something like gelatin. Gelatin is just denatured collagen. Who out there can guess what effect gelatin has on stimulating collagen synthesis? Well, you guessed it, very minimal, which is very interesting because gelatin has the same amino acids as collagen. But what happens is when it's broken down in our digestive system, it's a random process. Your body doesn't control it the same way every single time. So even though it has those same building blocks to boost collagen, what's interesting about our process and why these bioactive collagen peptides are so amazing is that they break the bonds in certain spots to be able to keep the active peptides so that they're absorbed intact to be able to stimulate collagen synthesis. So this is why you can't just take grams and grams and grams of collagen or gelatin and get the same effect of these peptides, because the process is controlled to get these specific low molecular weight sized peptides that are the keys to be able to stimulate collagen synthesis better than just the compounds on their own. I hope that makes sense. So let's talk about some of these clinical studies. We have one clinical study that looked at the increase in skin elasticity. And it was noted that at 2.5 grams of bioactive collagen peptides, which is the dose that we use in our product because it's the clinically effective dose, had a 15% increase in skin elasticity. This is in a group of individuals who were 35 to 55 years of age. And you can see that they measured skin elasticity And this is using an instrument that can measure how elastic your skin is. Interestingly, in this study, for the group that was 50 and older, there was up to a 30% increase in skin elasticity, which indicates that for the older age group, there is more room to improve skin health and skin elasticity, probably because they have lost more of that elastin protein inside of the skin. We have a 20% decrease in the appearance of wrinkle volume. This is significant because we know that lines and wrinkles are caused when we lose collagen. So by better supporting collagen, we can help to decrease the appearance of those wrinkles and the deepness of those wrinkles on the skin. This is a study in 45 to 65-year-olds, and you can see that these bioactive collagen peptides at 2.5 grams, once again, that's the clinically effective dose, was able to reduce the appearance of those lines and wrinkles. So that orange square representing these peptides goes down, which is a good thing because it's decreasing those lines and wrinkles. And then there was a 12% increase in nail growth rate. Who out there cares about their nails? Well, I do, and I'm a man, but I know the women, they care a little bit more about the nails and how pretty they are and how they grow. And even interestingly, in this study, there was an over 40% decrease in the number of broken or chipped nails. Remember that, over 40% notice that benefit. So it's not only making the nails grow faster, these bioactive collagen peptides are strengthening the nails so that they break less often. So that increased strength and growth provides additional support to not only this product being a skin health or a skin beauty product, but it also being a product to support healthy nails, which I know is very important for our demographic. Our bioactive collagen peptides have been shown to stimulate skin proteins. And this study is incredible because it shows a 65% increase in procollagen type 1, which is the precursor right before making collagen. So for all intents and purposes, we're seeing a 65% increase in collagen in the skin. This is after only 8 weeks. Now, who remembers what the loss of collagen in the skin is, or our skin's ability to produce collagen? Well, it's a loss of about 1.5%. And that starts in young adulthood, so in our 20s. Well, just imagine over the course of, 20 to 30 to 40 years, you've lost quite a bit of collagen. In as short as 8 weeks, you can restore a more youthful collagen level in your skin by taking this incredible product. And that shows you how these bioactive collagen peptides are really the key, because I've seen other products out there that do little to no stimulation of collagen. And they've measured collagen in these published studies, showing that their dose of collagen peptides doesn't even significantly increase collagen production in the skin. And so this is why I'm so excited, and we as scientists are so excited about this research, is that in 8 weeks of time, a very short period, we're restoring more youthful collagen and elastin levels in the skin. Elastin is that stretchy protein that helps with the elasticity of the skin, or the snapback quality, right? Who knows what the snapback quality is for elastin? Well, if you pinch your skin and you're young, it snaps back really quick, right? That's the elastin. It's that stretchy protein that yanks it or pulls it back very quickly. But if you lose a lot of elastin with aging, when you hold onto your skin, well, it takes a lot longer for it to snap back because you've lost that elastin. So we're restoring, right, 18% increase there in elastin in as short as 8 weeks of supplementation. Just incredible findings. Okay, so that's a little bit about the collagen peptides. What about lutein? Many beauty products don't have lutein. This is a very unique ingredient in the beauty industry, but for us as scientists, we felt like it was super important because of all the benefits that lutein provides for the skin. Helps filter blue light. increases hyaluronic acid, decreases oxidative stress, and increases carotenoid levels. Let's talk briefly about blue light. Blue light comes from screens and it comes from sunlight. Blue light is a very high energy light that can do damage to our skin. And lutein has a unique structure to be able to filter that. It's kind of like a sponge that just kind of soaks up that blue light and that high energy, and then it filters it out. So this unique filter in lutein can protect the skin. It also helps to increase hyaluronic acid. This is significant because people might ask, well, why didn't we include hyaluronic acid in our beauty supplement? Well, we found a better way to do it because this ingredient, along with these peptides, can help to boost moisture levels naturally in the skin. Lutein specifically can help to boost this naturally occurring hyaluronic acid to be able to support better moisture levels in the skin in a more natural way. And then increased carotenoid levels in the skin. We can measure that difference with the biophotonic scanner. We're the only ones in the world who can measure that difference. And so we can know that it's improving radiance and providing these benefits by measuring that difference with the biophotonic scanner. Phytoceramides, another key ingredient and one that's relatively unique in the beauty industry as well, and especially this combination. So phytoceramides come from a wheat lipid extract, and it's been shown to help increase skin hydration and to help lessen transepidermal water loss. Now, transepidermal water loss is a measure of how much water you're losing in your skin. What ceramides do is they protect the skin. Ceramides are kind of like a barrier to the outside world, and so it helps to protect the skin from the water evaporating or being lost from the skin, especially in harsh environments. And so think of these ceramides as these protectors to support hydration and moisture and that supple skin look that we want. People might ask, because it is a wheat lipid extract, if there's any gluten in the product because it comes from wheat. Well, there's 70 milligrams of this wheat and 20 parts per million are gluten. That's at the detection limit where the FDA allows a gluten-free claim, just to show you how minuscule the amount of gluten there is in the product. Now, we're very conservative. We're not going to say that it's gluten-free, but there's such trace amounts that it should be fine even for those individuals that are a little bit more sensitive to gluten. So just keep that in mind when you talk and introduce this product to other people. Now, we've talked about the blend, right? We have not just collagen peptides, we have bioactive collagen peptides at the clinically effective dose, 2.5 grams. We have lutein at 5 milligrams, an effective dose, and then wheat lipid extract, a source of these ceramides, at 70 milligrams. We did a clinical study on our blend. Now, this is significant because not a lot of products in the marketplace in the beauty space will have a clinical study on their blend to support the unique benefits that they're specifically providing. But we do, because we are a science-based, we are a science-focused company. This is a double-blind, placebo-controlled study for 4 months in individuals between 40 and 60 years old. There were 20 in the placebo and 40 in the treatment group. And all of them, all 60 of the subjects, did LumiSpa daily on half of their space, so that we could determine how LumiSpa is complementary to our formula. And we'll get to that in just a little bit. But first, let's focus on what Collagen Plus did on its own. We looked at the overall appearance, and you can see that Collagen Plus boosted the % improvement over baseline for overall appearance of the skin. Texture. Texture is how smooth or rough the skin is. And you can see that there was an improvement in the skin texture over baseline with just taking Collagen Plus. And then radiance. You can see a dramatic and significant increase in the % improvement over baseline for skin radiance by taking Collagen Plus. This is from expert visual graders who are dermatologists. So these are experts in their field who give a grade to these different skin attributes, seeing improvements with just taking Collagen Plus. In this same study, we looked at the biophotonic scanner score, and you can see that compared to baseline, there was a small trend toward a decrease in scanner responses compared to Collagen Plus, where we see a significant increase even as early as 1 month, and then 4 months, it continues to increase your scanner score or your antioxidant defense system that you have. This is significant because this allowed us to use in the US market, for example, a 2-month money back guarantee, where if you take this product on an ADR and get your scan score before and after, within 2 months, we guarantee an increase in your scanner score or your money back. That's how confident we are. In various markets around the world, there are differences in money back guarantees, so be sure to check with your local market on those details. But from a scientific standpoint, we know that we can expect this kind of increase because we have a clinical study to prove it. Now, these were just a few quotes of what people liked about the product from this clinical study. People said they liked the taste. People said they had positive changes in their skin and nails. People said it was easy to take and improved their skin texture and appearance. People liked that it was a drink and not a pill. Keep in mind, the flavor of the product will be different around the world. In the US and Canada, in the ready to drink, it's a peaches and cream formula. So it's a peaches flavor. Whereas in other parts of the world, it's primarily going to be a citrus flavor, which is an orange flavor. So, but regardless of the flavor, we would expect similar benefits around the world by taking this global formula of Collagen Plus that we have. Okay, we were so impressed with our clinical results that one of our scientists, Shelley Hester, one of our PhD scientists, will be presenting the results of our clinical study at Nutrition Live online, and this is going to happen next month. So there will be an abstract and a poster, and we're very proud of the research we do and what experts will be able to provide feedback on and see and get a glimpse of the innovation behind this formula and what we're doing on the scientific front. Now, these are the product claims. By market, it might vary just a little bit, but the standard is these are the official claims that we have for Collagen Plus. It boosts collagen and elastin. It supports skin hydration. It helps protect against damaging effects of oxidative stressors. It is clinically proven to help you look more youthful. It helps visibly reduce lines and wrinkles. It's level 1 SCS certified. It helps improve skin health and prepare skin for better complementary benefits with Nu Skin topical skincare regimens, and made with 0 artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners. Now, that is an impressive list of benefits. I dare you to go out there and find another beauty supplement that makes all of these beauty claims and health claims, because it doesn't exist. We have unique claims and benefits to our product that no other beauty supplement in the world can claim. Now, we talked about Collagen Plus, and what it does is it provides these nutrients to really help your skin function better. Okay, what that means is these peptides and the lutein and the ceramides, they work in the skin to help it function better and provide those anti-aging and youth benefits. So what does that do? Well, it prepares your skin to obtain better results from the best skincare in the world. And who has the best skincare in the world? Well, that's us, right? We have the LumiSpa with that incredible oscillating technology and incredible cleansers that are used to pair with this device, right? To be able to stimulate the skin and provide some incredible cleansing and treatment benefits to the skin. We have True Face Line Corrector, Facial Spa. I mean, whatever your favorite Nu Skin products are, just imagine preparing your skin to get better results from the best skincare. That's what we offer to the world now with Collagen Plus. So going back to this clinical study, we looked at how Collagen Plus relates to LumiSpa. Could there be better results by combining this product with LumiSpa as used daily? Let's find out. I am being asked to stop sharing my screen very briefly, and let me pull it up here in just a second to clear off some of the things on the screen. So just bear with me 2 seconds. Oh, there's my face. I'm still here.
Yeah, we all see you.
Okay, let me pull that right back up. All right, can you see that? Does that look better?
Yeah, it looks good.
Look good? Okay. So we have the expert visual grader, once again, a dermatologist, an expert in this area, looking at the visual appearance of the skin. And you can see that the placebo had a very minor effect. The LumiSpa had a dramatic effect, as we would expect, similar to other clinical studies we have done on the LumiSpa. And then Collagen Plus and LumiSpa had a significant increase in benefits. In other words, better together. If you want a better overall visual appearance, you can take Collagen Plus and use LumiSpa. What about skin radiance, right? Or the glow, the youthful glow of your skin? Looking at percent improvement, you can see that with LumiSpa, we do see a dramatic increase, but by combining Collagen Plus and LumiSpa together, you can see an even greater significant increase. In other words, better together. Results are better when you combine Collagen Plus and LumiSpa. What about skin texture? This is where we saw the most dramatic results. Look at this. LumiSpa provides incredible results, and we know it does. Think about LumiSpa and that technology to be able to rotate in one direction and the other to be able to stimulate the skin and exfoliate some of those dead skin cells to be able to provide that youthful texture on the skin. When you add Collagen Plus to this, you can almost double the texture benefits, the percent improvement for texture on the skin by taking LumiSpa and using Collagen Plus. Isn't that incredible? And in our study, 90% of the subjects using Collagen Plus and LumiSpa saw improvements in their skin texture using a specific grading scale where any kind of improvement is a very significant improvement in the skin. So we were very impressed when we saw these results, almost double the benefits by combining the two together. Now, this is a probability analysis that we did looking at these signs of aging on the skin. Now you can see we have these two different buckets. We have the orange bucket, which is no signs of aging, minimum or mild signs of aging. And then we have the clear bucket, which is moderate or severe. Now, we don't want moderate or severe signs of aging, right? We want more youthful. So we don't want any signs, or maybe minimum or mild. Well, in this probability analysis, we looked at the probability of being in that orange bucket of having little to no signs of aging on the skin for these different skin parameters. And you can see at the baseline of the study, this is the probability based on the analysis of having that youthful level of radiance, texture, firmness, or appearance. But after 4 months of combining LumiSpa with Collagen Plus, you can see that the probability of having these low or these youthful signs of aging is a dramatic improvement. I mean, look at that, well over 90% probability of having a youthful radiance on the skin in terms of mild, minimum, or even no signs of aging. Same thing for skin texture or firmness or overall appearance, right? What I love to say about this is that if you want the odds in your favor of more youthful skin, you should definitely be taking Collagen Plus and using it with ageLOC LumiSpa. Now, level up. This is the whole concept, is we have the best skincare in the world, and we have the best scientists. We have an incredible team, and we have skincare scientists and nutritional scientists. Well, we worked hand in hand to be able to provide you with this incredible technology to be able to enhance the skin appearance and skin texture and skin radiance and provide you with all of the clinical benefits that we talk about with this incredible product. And what I love to mention about this is that we have a huge consumer base that only uses our skincare. right? They only use our bioadaptive nutricentials or our True Face products or Lumis Spa or Facial Spa, right? They only focus on skincare and only use skincare, which is great, but they're missing out. The key point I want everyone to understand, other than the science and the clinicals, is that the only way to optimize beauty is to take care of your skin on the outside, but also take care of your skin from the inside out. That's the only way you're going to have the ability to look as youthful as possible. You can use the best skincare in the world, and you're never going to be able to look as youthful as you can, as your potential, unless you take care of your skin from the inside out. And that's why we're so excited about this product, is that we believe that we can bridge that gap a little bit and maybe increase the number of consumers who only use skincare and say, hey, do you know what? If you want to optimize beauty and youthfulness, combine this incredible new innovative supplement and see how it changes your skin and how it improves your skin, right? With all the benefits that we talk about. So I think that's why we're so excited about this new product ready to hit the market soon. And I think with that, that is the end of my presentation. So let me stop sharing and say thank you so much.
All right, great, so great. Thank you so much, Tanner. It was an amazing presentation. Thank you. Yeah, everybody, please go and get Mr. Tanner another, great round of applause. Thank you. So, yeah, it really helped us to understand more of the value of such a, this is very, very powerful products. Not just a customer, right? It's also as a business partner. We learned a lot today. Thank you. And then, yeah, we're very grateful that we can have such a powerful product with us by the company. Thank you for the scientists. Yeah. I believe, right now everybody is so excited with me right now that we can wait for this product to be launched in the US, Canada market. All right. Okay. Mr. Tanner, would you be able to take a few minutes to answer some questions? And then if, everybody have, any concern or things want to say, and then ask Mr. Tanner?
Sure, happy to answer questions. In fact, ask all of your tough questions because I'm here.
Okay, yeah, great, thank you. You guys can type on this chatbot or just open your microphone. That would be good.
Maybe while we wait for a few questions to come in, I actually have a slide that goes over some of the frequently asked questions we've received, and I can answer them to get people thinking,
yeah,
if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. Please.
Okay, let me share that real quick and go to the next one. So people might ask, well, what is collagen? Simple answer, but it's a structural protein found in the skin, but it declines with aging. Why does Collagen Plus include 2.5 grams of bioactive collagen peptides? Well, it's the clinically effective dose. Are there other products with higher doses? Absolutely, but this is the clinically effective dose for skin health. And so we're using the effective dose, and because it's bioactive, we didn't need to use a higher dose. How are the peptides in Collagen Plus special? Well, they're more bioactive to produce more collagen than generic collagen peptides. This is because of their unique, very small, special size and the testing to be able to optimize beauty. So what is the size of the collagen peptides? Well, they have an average molecular weight of 2 kilodaltons. Keep in mind that many products have similar weights, but this was the weight that's kind of like the perfect key or the perfect fit to stimulate more collagen. So that's the key behind this very low weight. How do collagen peptides increase collagen in the skin? Well, they provide amino acids as building blocks, but they also stimulate cell synthesis. And that's the key to where the increased benefit that we see with our bioactive collagen peptides. So where do they come from? They come from type 1 bovine collagen hide, sourced predominantly from pasture-raised cows with grass or mixed vegetable diets. Is Collagen Plus just collagen peptides? Not at all, right? It also has lutein and ceramides, so it's a very complete beauty formula. Why is wheat lipid in there? Well, this is for the phytoceramides for skin hydration and moisture. Why is lutein there? Well, lutein is a carotenoid from marigold for skin radiance, protection, and antioxidant support to make it scanner certified. Do I need to use Collagen Plus with Nu Skin topical skincare products like LumiSpa to see results? No, right? You don't have to. You can see results on your own by just taking the product. But remember, better together. You get better results if you use it with LumiSpa or our other incredible skincare products. Can you mix it in a warm drink, right? Like maybe a coffee or a tea or something? You can mix it in liquids up to 80 degrees Celsius or 176 Fahrenheit without impacting the efficacy of collagen peptides. In fact, the mixability is a little bit easier in the warmer or hot liquids. So don't boil it, but if it's mouth temperature, it should be just fine and it improves the mixability. So I'm excited for everyone to experiment with using it with warm liquids or smoothies or shakes and trying to find the best combination of what to mix it in to make it taste just ideal. What is SCS certification? It means that we're confident that it's going to raise your skin carotenoid score and your antioxidant defense system.
Excellent.
So those are just, some of the most common questions that we're getting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tanner. My name is Pei Lee. I have a few questions. I'm one of the members at the NPS Legacy team out in the East Coast in New York. I noticed all these studies have been done there on Verisol. So have we done anything additional in addition to Verisol formula, or have we just added lutein and phytoceramide?
That's a good question. So yeah, we're using the Verisol brand bioactive collagen peptides. We don't have anything special about that or different about that versus other competitors who use that same brand of product. Not everyone does, but we don't blame them because we did a lot of testing and looked at a lot of research and found these to be the best. So although we don't have exclusive rights to it, what makes our blend unique is that we have these bioactive collagen peptides from Verisol, plus the lutein, plus the ceramides, plus the clinical study showing that those complementary benefits with the LumiSpa. And even other products that have the same brand that we're using of these peptides, not all use the same effective dose. And secondly, not all of them have the same blend or even just use these peptides on their own. And so we're really proud of the blend and the study showing the benefits of the blend and not just the peptides on its own.
Understood. So with the ingredients lutein in there, it has 5 milligrams. So our eye formula, each capsule has 5 as well. And our youth has 2. And our nano has another 2. Is there overdose concern for lutein? Because we have team members take everything.
It's a great question. I mean, most aren't going to be taking all of those incredible products. But if you can, that's fantastic. There isn't going to be any safety concern with there's no upper limit of lutein. We know that lutein does have kind of that yellow pigment. And so if you do notice that the pigmentation of your skin changing a little bit, you can consider backing off, but it's not harmful to the skin, right? It gives kind of that youthful glow to it. And so there's no safety concern. But that would be something some consumers might notice if they take that in addition to eating a whole bunch of spinach and kale. And
I want to see team members say, "Oh gosh, I'm getting jaundice because I'm taking this," you know. So, yeah. So there's no concern in terms of fat soluble or water soluble, the nature of lutein, because I'm not familiar with the how the digestion of lutein. Whether it's fat soluble or water soluble, if there's no overdose concern that even if their skin might turn slightly yellow, it's not a problem.
Yeah, it's not a safety problem. I mean, obviously, if you don't like the look, then maybe you need to cut back a little bit on lutein from either your supplements or your diet. But there are people who eat spinach on a regular basis or kale on a regular basis, and they get really high amounts of lutein without any safety or side effects, so to speak. And so, yeah, we're not concerned from a safety standpoint, even if someone were to take all of those products you named.
Okay. And anything for pregnant and lactating women? precautions?
As always, I mean, we didn't do testing, so just check with the doctor to make sure. But I mean, we know collagen is a protein. We know lutein is a safe carotenoid, and we know that ceramides are naturally found in the skin. And so we wouldn't expect any danger, but usually pregnant women, they don't volunteer for a lot of studies. And so that's always just going to be the standard recommendation, as you know.
Great, thanks.
Okay, great. Thank you. I still see some questions in the chat box. I read it for you, okay? There is one that asks, is any effect internally, not just the skin?
That's a great question. The studies are focused on the skin, but there are other studies on the nails, if you remember, and another study I didn't even mention on the hair, looking at just the appearance of the hair and volume. And so it really does become kind of this hair, skin, and nails formula. At the same time, there was a study on the skin on the body as well. That isn't in our official marketing, but the study does exist. But I think they're asking about, well, what about ligaments or tendons or bone or muscle? Well, it's interesting because usually the studies on those areas use higher doses of collagen peptides, but you can't, when you take our bioactive collagen peptides, you can't control and tell them all to just go to the skin, right? So we know that there's going to be some indirect benefits to other areas of the body, right? Like the bones or tendons or ligaments, but those aren't going to be official product claims that we make. But at the same time, we're not going to be surprised because the peptides, right, they're going to go in different parts of the body to stimulate collagen where it's needed, right? So we can't control that once you swallow it. Does that make sense? And so indirectly, yes, but they're not going to be official product claims. And so we do need to be careful in not going to the world and saying, hey, I used this and my joint pain went away, or my back pain went away, or my muscles got stronger, right? We need to focus on the beauty aspects of it. But like I said, we wouldn't be surprised if there are indirect effects with these peptides on other parts of the body.
Yeah, totally understand. Thank you for explaining. Okay. Another question is, how old can we eat it?
It's meant for 18 and older. For younger teenagers, we would just recommend checking with the doctor first if that's okay for them, because the testing was done on adults.
Yeah, always.
Another question, in terms of formats, at the beginning you show the picture, there's pouches, there's like a sachet, the packets and the tubs. Which one are we getting in the States?
In the States, you are getting the ready to drink format. So you're getting the peaches and cream. Canada will also be getting that. Keep in mind that the plan right now in the US market is to start with that launch of the ready to drink and then introduce one of the powdered versions in early 2022.
Okay, the tub or the packets? The
packets for now, but that is subject to change.
Okay, who gets the tub?
The tub right now are PAC markets, so Australia, New Zealand, and Latin America.
I see.
A lot of the markets in Southeast Asia, for example, will be using the packets mostly for stability.
Humid out there, so.
And the formula might be a little bit different when you look at maybe a Korea or a Taiwan. And so it's not going to be the exact same formula in every market around the world. We'd love that to be the case, but there might be some slight differences there as well. So.
Got it. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt, Sandy.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. That was a great question. I want to know too. Okay. And another question is, how long have our company decided to make this product? I think years.
Well, we actually started development of this product about 6 years ago. And then we kind of put it on hold for a little bit because we worked on different things. And then we saw the demand again for beauty from within and decided to launch it. So it's hard to say exactly how many years of research and development, but I would give a range of about at least 3 years, but in total, 6 years of looking at this space. So a lot of work went into it.
Yeah, there are lots of effort. Yeah. it takes time. All right, keep going here. Another question, is there any contradiction who cannot take the collagen? I think you.
No, there's no specific contraindication. I mean, with medical conditions, it's always just check with the doctor because, you know, we're not medical experts. And but the ingredients, like I mentioned earlier, you know, are very safe. You know, with collagen, it's a natural protein. We have ceramides and we have lutein as well. And so we wouldn't expect a lot of known contraindications. So it's just making sure to check with a doctor so that they can monitor whatever parameter of interest is important for them and their patient to make sure that it's safe for them.
Yeah, exactly. The next one is what age range can use that product? I think we already covered that answer before, right? And the next one, any kind of people who are not suggest to take this product, like pregnancy, people who have with cancer or medical treatment. Yeah, always
Just check with the doctor. There's not a specific contraindication for these people, but it's just check with the doctor to make sure. But it's not a no, right? It's just double check.
Yeah. I think the next 2-3 questions are all the similar question. I think we already covered that. And we'll take the next one as well. The as we all know, the age-lock use also have the benefit on skin improvement. Do you think we can only choose one of them or take both?
You certainly can take both, and we would expect better results together just because of the unique ingredients and how they work together to enhance skin health and beauty. But of course, you can just pick one or the other as well. I would tell someone, if you want more anti-aging comprehensive benefits, including skin health, then take Age-Lock Youth. But if you're really focused just on, you know, your skin and your nails and beauty, then Collagen Plus would be the best product for them to take.
Yeah, great. The next one, is it under Age-Lock technology also?
No, it's not, and it didn't need to be, right? We didn't need to apply Age-Lock technology because it's a beauty supplement. And these were the most effective ingredients to enhance beauty and for the benefits we were looking for with enhancing collagen synthesis. So our next PharmaNex supplement will be Age-Lock. That's called Age-Lock Meta, that we could talk about some other time, but that's a metabolic health supplement that we're looking at. So.
All right, great.
Okay, I have another question. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
I've received the questions from my members to distinguish this one between the Collagen Plus. I know it's different, and the image HNS, the one that we have. Did I say it right? Is it HNS? But the image something that also has to do with hair, nail, and it's supposed to be a beauty formula. I told them the difference is because this one is collagen peptides and the other one doesn't have any.
That's a great answer, right? This one has the peptides to boost collagen. The other hair, skin, and nails formula is more of just these nutrients, right? Yeah. So like vitamin C and B vitamins that support all of these enzymes and these reactions. So we know that nutrient deficiencies can weaken the hair, skin, and nails. This one's a bit different with the peptides to actually stimulate that collagen synthesis to help with, you know, less lines and wrinkles and more elasticity and, you know, stronger nails and all the benefits we talk about. So the mechanism is different, even though they both support your hair and your skin and even your nails. Because the mechanism is different, you can still take both products and see great results.
They can work together. Yeah. I have another question for the scanner. So we know it's SCS level 1 certified, but we also know the scanner is really mainly to scan the carotenoids level of your blood. So, I mean, you know, I've been trying to explain to members that, yes, you know, you can use a scanner to show people the products absorbed. And I know that the K Dalton weight is really, really small, as you mentioned. It's only 2 or 3. But I hesitate to teach the class, to train our team to say, oh, you can use the scanner to show the peptides are absorbed. I don't think we can make that claim, can we?
No, we can't. I mean, it measures carotenoids, and because it's so specific, you can't expand it to other things. The only expansion we can make is that it's a good indicator of fruit and veggie intake and overall antioxidant status, because we have those correlations. but we haven't looked at the correlation between carotenoid levels and collagen status in the skin. So that would be a fun area to explore to see if that connection exists, but because we don't have that data, it'd be hard to extrapolate.
Yeah, we should do a trial on that. And if we can, that'll, that can make the distinction, because I've received questions in terms of the pricing. Somebody asked the pricing, it's about $100 a box of 30 pouches during the preview.
And that's in the US. And keep in mind, we know that there's some competitors that have ready to drink products and they don't offer a 30-day supply. So you have to, when you look at and compare, you got to be, well, ours has the collagen peptides, the bioactive ones, the lutein and the ceramides and the clinical studies, right? And it's a 30-day supply of ready to drink. It's not like a 10-day supply or a 15-day supply. So in comparing apples to apples, we think we have a really good competitive product in the marketplace. And one thing I want to mention with that too is that pricing will vary around the world. The ready to drink format is actually a little bit more expensive just because of the processing, the packaging, the flavors, all that goes into it. Versus in Latin America, for example, the price will be cheaper than that because it comes in the tub with the scoop, right? So you lose some convenience of the ready to drink, but you gain some benefits in the lower price and still get the same benefits. And so that's one of the reasons actually why the US market is looking to launch the ready to drink to begin with, and that excitement and that convenience, but also offer another option down the road that's going to be a little bit cheaper to see which one do the leaders really want to do. And not every market around the world is going to have those multiple options, but the US kind of leads out, and then sometimes markets decide what they want to do from there.
Got it. So, and then the follow-up question to that, of course, whenever you have these repeat purchases, people's going to ask, oh, I'm going to take this for the rest of my life. Usually I tell them, I said, do you need to eat for the rest of your life to stay alive, right? But, I'm just questioning in terms of if some people say, oh, like this month, I'm not going to take it. Would they see a reverse of their collagen level? I don't think so, but I just want to hear your expertise.
Yeah, well, I wish we had studies, right? To know exactly what happens when you discontinue the product, but studies, once they stop their study, they don't monitor that. So we don't know. My assumption is that yes, you are going to lose some of that youthful collagen that you gained, but it's not going to be a drop off a cliff, right? It's going to be a sudden, slow loss over time. And there might be some benefits that you're able to maintain with a little bit of the radiance and the antioxidant support, but the skin is such a dynamic tissue, right? That it has these skin cells that are sloughing off about every month. And so just like you need to eat every day, you need to give your skin good nutrients and good skincare every day, right? You can't just use the LumiSpa 20 times in one day and then forget to use it for 20 days, right? It needs that consistency, and the same thing with nutrition for beauty. So, but if someone said, hey, if there's a certain period of time that you would recommend to use it because I can't afford it forever, I would tell someone, well, 4 months. Yeah. 4 months is the length of time that we did our clinical study, and we saw those benefits on radiance and texture. 8 weeks was the time where the bioactive collagen peptides are really active in boosting collagen, elastin, and reduction of lines and wrinkles, and all those benefits as well. But so I would say 8 weeks is minimum. 4 months is ideal. Forever is the best.
Yeah, or maybe not every day, maybe every other day. If we can do a study on that as well, in comparison and compare and contrast, like every other day versus every day. Yeah. So, okay, great. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Very
great. Thank you. Thank you for your question as well. That's all. We all want to know that too.
Can I ask a question, Tanner?
Oh, sure.
Sure.
Can I ask a question about the True Face line corrector? I know it has some kind of peptide. What's the difference between the peptide in True Face line corrector and this drink?
Yeah, so there, that's a good question. And in fact, I don't want to give a direct answer to that, just because how we talk about skincare is very different from how we talk about nutrition, right? Because with nutrition, we can talk about how it boosts collagen and elastin. We can make structure function claims. But on the skincare side, we only talk about the appearance of skin. And in the past, we talk about how these peptides are pro-collagen and boosting collagen, but that's not something that we're allowed to really make on the skincare side. That's why we talk about the appearance of skin and the appearance of lines and wrinkles for our skincare products. And so it's hard to offer a direct comparison here, especially over Zoom. But what I would say about that question is that there's going to be some similarities, and we would expect better results by combining Collagen Plus with True Face Line Corrector for someone who's looking to decrease the appearance of lines and wrinkles on the skin. Okay.
Thank you, Tanner. Your lecture is very informative.
Oh, good.
As always. All right, great. There's another question that they text to me personally, actually, but I'm gonna read it out for you. People asking, how can we determine, how can we know that the collagen has been, helped, and then how can we see that beside the scanner?
Well, over time, the reduction in the appearance of lines and wrinkles, right? In the clinical studies where they look at an increase in collagen in the skin, well, they do skin biopsies. So that's the procedure where they actually take a piece of skin and measure the collagen difference between baseline and after. But obviously, we're not telling our consumers, oh, well, go get to the doctor and get a biopsy to look at collagen measurement that you have. The great thing about the studies is that you don't need to go out and do that, because we already have studies to back up that this is the average increase in collagen, right? We're not providing, and I've seen this in the marketplace, just a testimonial of, oh, one person saw a 65% increase in collagen. This is the average increase in collagen over the course of the study with many people involved. And so we're not highlighting just the best result, we're highlighting the average result. And that's why our consumers can expect similar results from what we see in the clinical studies from just the ingredients, but also from the clinical studies using our blend of ingredients. So very significant point. It's not just one great testimonial. This is the average result of what we would expect all of our consumers to experience. And so, yeah, just visible changes on the skin. I might recommend taking a before and after picture, right? Take a picture with, in the same lighting, before you start taking the product, and then, after a month, after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, so that you can get your own testimonial of, look at how you can see the radiance or the texture or the lines and wrinkles change with using this product over time. That's what I would recommend.
I have another question, sorry. Do we have any other supplements that contain phytoceramides?
We don't. This is the first.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
That's
Okay.
Great.
Okay. I think I missed one question that someone asked, is it okay, work well for both women and men? There's no difference?
Yes. In fact, we changed the packaging to appeal more to men. We used, our original version of the packaging had a silhouette of a woman on it. And we decided, no, we want it to appeal to both men and women. And the studies show that it's good for men and women too. So definitely for all the men out there that want more beautiful skin and hair and nails, this is the product for you. But we know that women dominate our consumer place. And so that's why we put a picture of the marigold flower on the packaging, because we want it to appeal more to women, but not turn off all the guys who still want to join in with this movement. Hey, one other comment I wanted to make, because I didn't address this during the presentation, but people might ask, what type of collagen do we use? We know that there's over 28 types of collagen. The most abundant ones by far are type 1, type 2, and type 3, right? That makes up over 90% of the collagen in the body. But we have, type 4, type 5, type 8, type 10. We have 28 types, but the relevant ones are types 1 and 2 and 3. What I want to say about this is we're using a type 1 bovine collagen because it's the most abundant type found in the skin. But although the type of collagen is important for where it's found in the body, like in the bones, muscle, skin, joints, etc., it's not relevant from a nutritional standpoint, because from a nutritional source, right, the peptides, the same peptides that make collagen type 1 are the same peptides that make collagen type 2 and collagen type 3 and type 4 and type 5 and type 8 and type. So the same peptides make all of the different collagens in the body. And so there are products in the marketplace that say, oh, we have 5 different types of collagen. And as a scientist, I say, that doesn't matter. That's not relevant, because as a nutritional source, it's these small peptides that are able to stimulate collagen synthesis. Does that make sense? And so one type is not more effective than 5 types, and 5 types is not more effective than 1 type, right? So even though you might have, oh, well, type 1, type 2, type 3, type 5, type 4, all of these types in one single product, what really matters is getting a clinically effective dose, which we have, and using a process that provides these peptides to stimulate collagen synthesis. So just keep that in mind when there's other products out there saying, oh, well, they have 5 types and we only have 1. Well, it doesn't matter. What matters is the effective dose, and that's exactly what we put inside of our product.
Yeah, exactly. Great.
The other important key to that is, sorry, I geek out with all the science, but is the structure of type 1 is the same as type 2 and type 3, all these different collagen types. The only, because it's made out of the same molecules. The only difference is how the collagen forms together in fibrils or groups or bundles together. That's the only difference between types. But in terms of just the structure of collagen, it's the same blend of amino acids and building blocks. So that's why I say, from a nutritional standpoint, when you take a product orally, it's irrelevant how many types. Even if you had all 28 types in a single product, it doesn't matter. What matters is the effective dose, and that these peptides are in the right size that are able to be absorbed and then stimulate collagen synthesis. That's what matters.
Yeah, great. We already have the perfect formula, right?
So for the bovine peptide, I can foresee some other questions in terms of, oh, is it organic, or is it natural? Or, you know, some vegan or vegetarian will say, oh, I cannot take it because it's bovine, right? So how do we, how would you, like, is it natural? I know these peptides are, you know, supposed to be found in skin, but for example, the ones that we use in line corrector, those are synthetic peptides, which is completely different category. Like, how do we communicate that to the customers?
Yeah, it's a good question. So natural isn't a term that's regulated. So it's not a term that we use in our marketing, because we don't want to be deceptive, right? We know that collagen is natural, but it goes through a process that isn't natural, right? It goes through, you know, a hot water extract or an acid treatment, and it goes through a purification process, and it goes through this enzymatic reaction where it breaks the bonds. So you can say that doesn't exist in nature, right? So we wouldn't consider these collagen peptides to be a natural product, even though it's derived from a natural collagen source. Same could be said for lutein, right? Lutein actually goes through an extraction. We know it comes from marigold, which is a natural source, right? But it's processed to be able to extract the lutein. Does that make sense? So natural isn't a term that we use to describe the product. We would say there's no artificial colors or flavors or sweeteners in the product. But it wouldn't be something for vegetarians just because it does have the bovine source, even though it's purified and cleansed. We wouldn't call it all natural either, and we wouldn't call it organic. But one thing I will mention is that it meets all of our specifications and testing to make sure that it's safe for our consumers. And so people who choose organic, they want product that it's safe and pure. Well, they get that with our product because it goes through all of that testing. So we're very confident in what we do. And Scott did make a really interesting point. I do have another meeting I have to get to. So if there's one last question I could answer before I go.
All right, sure. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so just one last question then. How do the elements go through the acid environment in our stomach?
So how do the peptides go through the acid?
Yeah, that's what she asked. How do the elements go through the acid environment in our stomach?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So the mechanism of action for these collagen peptides is that the bonds are broken to make such small peptides that we know that even the acid doesn't break those up. At least we know some of these peptides are absorbed intact. It used to be thought that all proteins are broken down into amino acids, but now we know with today's science that even small proteins or small peptides can be absorbed intact through the digestive system. So the acid doesn't break those bonds, and instead they actually pass through and they're incorporated into these epithelial cells. From there, they get inside of the bloodstream and they're transported to different areas in the body, like the skin and our fibroblasts, to produce more collagen. But we know that based on the studies that these peptides are so small that even the acid in the stomach doesn't digest them or break them down even further. They can be absorbed as these very small peptides to be able to stimulate collagen synthesis. Hope that helps answer the question.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. It's so good. Before I let you go, shall we all take a picture first? And also, I didn't see. Is Miss Margaret? Miss Margaret?
Yes, I'm on. Yes, I'm on. Thank you, Tanner. Really
welcome.
loved your talk. Loved your talk. Okay, let's let him go. It's got one more minute left.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. So very quickly, just 1 minute, and can everybody open the camera? Then we can take a picture very quick. Our technology. Hi, Leon. Are you ready? Can you help, Leon?
Okay, I'm not on the computer. If you want to take a picture, I need to take 10 seconds to log on.